All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Journal with Witch, episode 9. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
They passed away. They're gone.
Yep.
We've accepted that. Yeah, this is what life is now, Asa. It's going to be okay, but this is probably going to be the hardest next section of your emotional journey.
Right.
It probably will never get harder than this point here.
Right. Exactly. So,
And yet this is going to be not fun.
well, yeah. Congratulations.
yeah.
It's all up from here.
Right.
Also,
Ugh.
you're at the lowest point.
You're at the lowest point, yep.
Like, half full, half empty. And I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But Makio's here for you.
As someone that I think in a lot of ways, it is very cathartic to feel the pavement hit you rather than be spinning in a vacuum and being like, I have no grounding, I have nothing.
That is actually the worst.
That is the worst.
Getting smashed into a solid object at least means that stability.
There's gravity there.
Yeah,
there's something.
right.
There's something that I'm tethered to, and even if it's
push off of that,
I can push off of that, or at the very least, even if it's grinding my face into it, I can put my hands out and interact with it.
Right. You can try and stop.
I can try and mitigate it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But oh my God, we have got so much good stuff we can get into these next few episodes. This show has been absolutely phenomenal in the way that it's used fiction to get at something that even the characters themselves are using fiction to get into.
Yep.
So,
Now maybe let's go to that other character that recently got a little injection of some fiction to help her process something. Emily, how you doing?
How you doing?
Good luck.
Yeah. Y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
ほら食べちゃったちょっと
Pie? Wait, what is that?
I think it's quiche, yeah?
I think it's like a spinach and egg quiche or something like that.
になりましたなありがてえ
Yeah, building your own community as young adults is
It's important.
it's an important next step. Yep.
And it's great when you get it.
ゆうこ
Oh,
マキオあれは笠町市
nice sidestep there.
うっそ
Oh, so they've been
And she didn't even tell her besties when it happened.
完璧すぎて疲れた何細かく口出ししてくる
Nope.
全然
Never. Yep.
自分がバカに思えてほとほと疲れた
Interesting.
話ないない私ももう恋愛からね今までのこともあれ
I will say though,
なるほどした
oftentimes when you get to that point,
ご心配おかけしました
Cool. Yeah, we're back.
okay.
見守ってやるつもりでいます本人がどうにかするしかないことなの
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. And Emery had that look of like, I can do this right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Awesome.
I
Lean
can
on
do
me.
this.
Yes.
Maybe you needed
Absolutely
that.
dead.
I think she would like literally said in Japanese, "This world needs to shut up" or something like.
あさちゃん
ああ、やっと来た。
Yeah.
風こじらせたんだって。
はいおかげで10連休
ああ、10連休。
Cool.
あれみもりちゃん
朝が休んでる間に決まった。
Oh.
Cool.
Rip.
だって普通にうまい
You wanted that spot?
オリジナルは優先されるルールでしょ
That makes sense.
Yeah.
つらい
Yeah. He
Everyone
has the
else
same
thinking the
feeling.
same
Yeah.
thing and-
Yeah.
わかんないです何でもいいんですよ
Yeah. Is there anything you want to do?
でも話せって何も思いつかないし
That frustration is normal.
待ってその男子とははいデータ
Yeah. Yeah.
仕事がとか言って小説家って
That's great.
わかんないだってわかんなくないねえ誰か決めてくれればいいのに
Whoa. Whoa.
しちゃうかも
Oh my gosh.
社内では携帯電話
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
先生チームで作詞しようってなって作詞
Can you look over my stuff?
ああ
曲は
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
なんか感想を聞かせて。
はあ。どれ
It's not what I typically write, but
ああ。
何そのリアクション。
いや、若々しくていいと思う。
動揺してんじゃん。何これ、黒歴史。
いや、そういうものは気にせず、
yeah, yeah.
今のうちにたくさん作
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yep, yep. Uh-huh.
とじゃあ、
Where to start?
I'm about to start reading it out loud.
全体的に曖昧な表現になってるから、もう少し。
そういうんじゃない。
Okay, not like that. Like what then?
ああ、そうか。
Ah, yeah. You can talk about anything.
死ぬ気で殺す気で書く。
Oh, I like
I
it.
like it.
I
That's-
like
yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. A blade, an edge.
命をかけて殺す。
Right.
書くとは
Oh.
That's
oh,
cool.
That's,
I love it.
Yep. Yep.
That is
she gets
awesome.
it. She gets it. Yep.
なんでそうやってわかんない。
No, 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 no,
I'm a
no. You
writer.
gotta listen close. This.
I spend my day going to fantasy lands.
Yeah, of course I'm from another country.
ちょうだい。
なんで。
元気出るから。
Yeah, I feel revitalized.
まるで違う国の言葉で話している。さつまりか。私が。
Whoa. Wow. It's backwards. I love you so much. Wow.
おばさんが小説家で、親が死んで超辛くて、音楽的に深みが出てもいいはずなのに。
Yeah.
と
Yeah.
いうことが私の一番の悩みだった。
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Let it out. Yeah. I should have good, dark, like powerful stuff here.
Right.
腹立つわ。
Wine and rum drama. Yeah.
持ちそうなもん買ってきたから。
Thank you.
甘くない？
え俺は経験上言えるけど厳しくされていいことはないと思うぞ。
Interesting.
好きな人に甘くするのは当然だろ。
She's like, hold on. You just said something.
でにあと授業が終わったと。おうお疲れお疲れ。
ちょ
お邪魔します。
Hi.
Hi.
よくしてもらってんだって。あなたはそれに関係たのは広大さんだし、何よりでもそうやって作ったものの味がしないの。
Yeah.
でも楽しくない。すごく寂しくて心細く。
That's why she held on to your lyrics, Asa.
本当に昼からビール飲んでる。
いいじゃん。仕事が終わったんです。
Yeah. When your work's done for the day.
Getting close to Christmas now.
ねえマキオさん。小説家ってやりがいある？
全然。
That's fantastic.
Oh.
私が母の人生を潰した。
Oh.
そうか。
あなたのお父さん。
Damn.
お母さんは立派だと思う。とかなんとか。結婚前は銀行勤めだったんだよ。
Oh, interesting.
ただもうお母さん最低。
たのにだって。
マキオさんのバカ。
Hey, they're good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
そうだ。あれ美味しかった。
Oh, this is great.
じゃがいもと梅干し、豚肉で巻いて。
Wrapped in pork.
らしい商売よね。我々。
っていうかさ、分離
You gotta stop, show.
Yeah, yeah.
マキオさん、プリント読んでる？
Oh,
まだ
should I be?
就職のために行くか、勉強のために行くか。
Who knows?
さんっていつ小説家になろうって決めたの？
Oh,
気
yeah.
づ
Good
いたら
question.
なってた。
Right. No, it is an answer.
黙っててください。
ね、何書いてんの？
Aha.
I was waiting for this.
Yeah, I was too.
いいじゃない。私もだいぶんチビだよ。
可愛いじゃんね。
やだ。ワイドパンツ似合いたいの。
What?
早くちょうだい。
あ、はい。
Yeah, sure.
Classic teenager.
やだ。なりたい自分になりたいの。
Oh,
Who's that?
yeah.
Figuring it out.
なりたい自分か。そりゃ永遠の命だ。
Yeah, timeless.
ムカつく。
ちょっと失礼な口聞きなさんな。
朝だっけ？君は今人類の永遠の
Yep.
Exactly.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
People have been trying to figure that out for forever.
全然わかんない。
Oh, we're someone else now. Cool. Cool. Uh-huh.
ずるい。
They all have their thing.
出かけます。いってらっしゃい。
Dang. So that was probably literally the deadline, was the 20th. And so she's
Maybe.
getting everything of her, like, basic draft or manuscript or what have you out.
Sure. Or just I'm in a slump, so I need to just write.
Yeah, yeah.
In order to... Celebrating.
Yeah.
夜中に目が覚めちゃった。
え、寒い？湯たんぽ使うか。
Oh, no, I was more talking like just...
行ってきます。
はい。
This is so sweet.
わかる日が来るのかな。いつか。
wouldn't that be nice?
Yep.
Woo! Great episode.
Yeah, and easily the most chill episode we've gotten so far.
I knew it. I knew it. Once we went through those last episodes, I was like, this one's gonna be so much more relaxed.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We'll just tackle the existential question of who am I and
who do
what
I
do
wanna
I
be
want
and-
and
yeah.
who will I be and
What's the meaning
all
of
that.
life and,
I
you know.
love Juno just being like, ha!
Right.
Have fun sparring with the most ancient of human questions, you know?
Right.
If you ever figure something out, like, write it down and bring it to me. Like,
Right.
it's actually, like, really funny how a lot of the writings of young people going after the who am I and all that stuff question, like, end up accidentally stumbling into, like, the most genius, like, profound, simple things, and you're
Because
like...
they're keeping it simple, right?
Well, right, because they're keeping it simple, and
They
then we
haven't
as
let
adults
life
look at this and
complicate
go, that's not that.
Yeah.
Like,
I've already thought of that.
I've already thought of that.
All right.
Wonderful little montage episode
Yep.
of the winter months for our little awkward little mini family.
Right.
Okay, we've got to meet a new character in Juno.
And I love them so
They were
much.
really wonderful.
They were fantastic.
I really loved also the focus now on the music club side of things being something that Asa missed out on because of her time away from school,
Yep.
being just a natural consequence of things.
Exactly.
Someone took the space that she maybe wanted to fill, but there's still a potential for her to maybe grab the spot later
Right,
if she writes something.
That is a wonderful mechanical reason to motivate a teenager that's like, hey, I want to stand out. I want to have my thing. Everyone
Everyone else has a
people
thing.
are starting to have their thing, and you know, I will say, growing 2 inches, you know, is not necessarily
A thing.
I don't think any of
I
you
think
would-
they're probably thinking as well, I wish I had a thing right now.
right. Yeah. But hey, you know, awesome. That's a thing that you can do to have a thing, but then also maybe, you know, process some of the stuff that's on the inside. And I love so much now that she's had yes, my mom and dad are dead. They're gone.
So who am I then?
So who am I now? And also I can joke about well, not joke, but I should have all these, you know.
My aunt's a novelist, and
my parents are dead. I should have plenty of material.
I froze it on that specific spot because that made me laugh so
It's so
hard.
good.
But you know why it's so funny to me specifically?
Why?
I thought the exact opposite growing up. My parents were great. My family's wonderful.
I got nothing to write
I got
about.
nothing to write about. Why should I be writing about all this, like, heavy, deep, like, dark stuff here? I have no basis for any of this
I had
shit.
a great life.
I had a great childhood. I had everything wonderful and
Yeah.
and simple. And I mean,
Right.
there were struggles. There were, you know,
Sure.
there were specific
Yeah,
pains and
yeah.
anguishes and, you know, deals and all that stuff. Everyone has their stuff, but I completely invalidated all of it and was like, who am I to write, like,
Right.
you know,
I didn't have
dark poetry and stuff.
Right.
And
I didn't have a tragic backstory.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So how can I be like a hero or whatever?
it's not
you
like
know?
I'm some kind of anime protagonist or
Right.
something.
My village didn't burn down.
I remember
you know?
my early writings. I wrote dark poetry. I wrote music. I wrote lyrics, pardon me, to the musicians out, the actual musicians out there. I wrote short stories. I wrote fan fiction. I wrote anything and everything I could. I journaled. Everything. There was a point, I remember, I think it was around the time I was like, 16 or so. I suddenly just decided, you know what? I like sports. Sports are fun. Sports are cool. And I basically took most of the writing stuff and like, I almost completely invalidated a lot of it.
Oh.
And it took me like I don't even say it. Over 6 years or so. Because that's about how much time it took me from there to then come back to writing and be like, oh, I love this.
It is fun to do this.
I love this so much.
God, there are so many little bits in this show.
Yes.
That as a writer, they happen, and I'm like, right. Like, whether it's the...
You're like, the match is over, stop!
Yeah. Whether it's the like, oh, hey, you know, asking someone for feedback on your material.
Right. No,
Seeing,
not like that.
Not like that. You know, Makio seeing the lyrics and just beet red blushing. You know, and it's like, what? Is it bad? No, it's not. No, you're new. It's fresh and, you know, raw and everything, you know, and all that stuff. Right? And it's like, because what she's probably having there is the,
oh, I'm having a flashback.
oh my God, yes, this is bad. Also, I used to write stuff like this. Some of that stuff is probably published. But also,
but it's masked, it's hidden with like a bunch of editing and other stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever, it's sold. It's fine. You know,
It's sold.
but oh hey, I have come a long way. I can write better than this. You know? Yeah, I am motivated to write. Yes, I want to keep this. Is it because your lyrics spoke to me so much? No, it's about what it means. It's about the clear, you know, place that you were at when you wrote these, but you still wrote it down. And so, yeah, I guess fine, fuck it. You know, all right, I can write. You know,
I still have old documents in formats that don't exist anymore.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like on my computer that I've like saved in this special like super subfolder that no one will ever see. And I'm like, every once in a while, like once every like 3 years or so, I'll go back to it and be like,
yep. At some point,
wow, this is fascinating. Like I'm time traveling here.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the stuff that I wrote when I was like little kid, like they're probably somewhere on, you know, parents' computer or something, right? Like it's like, okay, dust it off, you know, hook it up again, you know, turn it on, so, you know, try and find the stuff just to look at it, you know, for posterity, whatever, you know, like to be like, oh shoot, yeah, okay. Because
in some ways, I wish more that parents held around writings of kids more than they hold around like the drawings of their kids.
Yeah, right, because that's cute, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, what? The words on the paper, let's see it. Yeah, but and then the write with the intent to kill.
Oh my God, that's so good.
No, Asa, no, she's really
spitting.
She's spitting fire right now.
Yeah.
Like, yes, because you need to have a clear intent, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna make this thing as sharp as it can possibly be, and I'm gonna skewer them with it and twist.
Yep.
You know. There you go.
There you go.
Because you're trying to give someone an emotional experience. And so, you know,
right.
Play dirty. Do whatever you can, you know.
Play very dirty. Go all the way into it. Take your blade, hone it to a point, and stab repeatedly. Go. Don't let it up.
And then the question of, is writing fulfilling? No.
Being a novelist is being a novelist fulfilling.
Is being a novelist fulfilling.
Oh, no way. Not at all. What is it? I think she said not at all.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There were so many little kind of expressions of personality and identity in this episode that was just really fun to then have all of the characters kind of showcasing their expressions of it. Mm-hmm. And it's not then making any grand statement about them having found themselves in some way.
Sure.
But to Asa, who's looking from the outside, goes, wait, what the heck? Why do they seem all just so secure and
Right.
like
Even
set in
Emery
their
seems
things and stuff?
like she's figured everything out. Meanwhile, Emery's having
Emery's
like
the
crisis,
most
you know?
most completely
I
like
am panicked.
trying
Yeah.
to solve everything and
Right.
like I am not sure of anything.
Who
right
am
now.
I?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's almost like you guys would really bond well if you were vulnerable about what you were feeling in these moments. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like, though, the idea that this episode also brought up the idea of going to, like, a counselor, and they're like, yeah, well, you can talk about whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
And there was something I remember growing up when people would say, like, oh, like, it can be anything. Like, you could do whatever. But, like, you know, there's things that you're going to probably have to want to make decisions about because it's going to make certain things easier.
Sure.
Right now, you can decide anything. It doesn't mean you're guaranteed to become that thing or acquire or achieve that thing, but the decision as to where you put your energy, it is boundless. It is limitless. And yes, to a child, that is an anxiety-ridden, anxious thing, like potentially,
Right.
I guess.
Especially once you get into those teenage years, right? Where you realize, like, it's not just the cool, I can be anything, you know, little blob as as like a little kid, you know, being like, neat, I want to be a fireman or an astronaut or whatever, you know. But then it's like, oh, wait, no, anything. But I have to actually do it. Oh, shit, you know.
Right, and I think that with regards to identity, career, passion, like all these kinds of things and stuff, to think that like people primarily, if they were interviewed and polled and stuff, were like, no, I actually just kind of stumbled into this.
Yep.
And I stumbled into this after stumbling into like 2, 3, or 4 other things too.
Right.
Yeah, that would be a very large percentage of people.
Because
Like,
it's a lot easier to just keep doing the thing that you're already doing than to be like, all right, what is the biggest thing that I want to do? And then be like, all right, now I'm going to try and make sure that I do that, you know?
yeah, you will have moments in your life where you might shift into that perspective every once in a while, where you have literally honed and forged your sword, and you're like, I'm gonna go kill that thing right now, you know? Like, I think I can count on 2 hands easily the amount of things recently, in the last like maybe 10 years, where I was like, I attacked that thing.
And I did it.
I slayed that dragon.
Right.
Ah, motherfucker. I brewed witcher oils, and I went and prepped, and I studied the bestiary or bestiary, and I went and killed that bitch.
Yeah.
It was fucking awful, but you know what?
Right.
I did it, and oh, yeah, that now that I count on the 2 hands, I'm like, yep, it's about 2 hands worth of things in my entire life that I've actually like gone and done that. It doesn't get much longer after that point, because it's really hard to then take the energy, resources, drive, mental, faculties, and just align them to a point and go, here's where I'm going.
Yep.
And actually be confident enough to move in that direction,
I love the idea that Makio finishes her manuscript.
Yeah.
Asa is like, almost asleep, and everything. And it's like, okay, yes, good night. And then has to go out. It's like, all right, I'm now going to drink by myself late at night, quietly. But God damn it, I'm going to celebrate.
Right.
Because
I killed it.
Yeah, right. He's dead.
Oh.
Do I feel fulfilled? Not at all. But I feel like I've passed a kidney stone.
Yeah. I feel like that's something that's probably one of the most aggravating parts about when people go on the journey of self-discovery.
Okay.
Is that the things that you do will not fulfill you. I say this in not a doomer way, but in a way to basically encourage you. Mm-hmm. The perspective you have surrounding life itself will fulfill you.
Right.
The actual things themselves are temporal little nuggets of like, ooh, that was a good beer can.
Right.
Like, ooh, that was a good beer can. Good can of beer, Oh, yeah. Ooh, that was a really lovely like little experience there. Is it fulfilling? Well, it's filling, but Fulfilling? No, nothing is so unilateral and so.
That's up to you to decide.
Well, I would say again that decide part is the perspective on life.
Right.
I think that a lot of people unknowingly inherit and adopt the philosophy or worldview of those that they just respect the most over the course of their life, and basically take that and almost, unfortunately, blanket apply that to just a whole lot of things that it does not really helpfully apply to.
What, people using survivorship bias and basing their entire life around it?
What? No.
People don't do that.
I've never done that. No. But I think that taking the acknowledgement or taking the perspective that that's something that's easy to stumble into, basically going back to like, I don't know what the term is, first principles.
First principles.
Yeah, does that work? Yeah. Just going down to the basic components there and going, okay, what would be like a word, a phrase, a guiding principle of some kind that could basically carry you forward in life? And my thing that I've been trying out recently for probably the last 10 years right now has been contentment. I feel like that a lot of the philosophers and a lot of the wise people throughout humanity's history and stuff, they've all kind of dabbled into this area of things. It's like a thing that's warm and soft and easy enough that I don't feel like I can go too wrong with contentment, like
nirvana, inner peace, zen, whatever. It's the idea of just being like, all right,
acceptance,
acceptance, yes.
Acceptance, and I would say also seeking peace and in some ways connection to the peace with these things and stuff that are active and moving, versus trying to be forcing myself to move itself. And so and so that's what I've tried, and it's okay. It's worked well enough. But it doesn't apply but it does not apply to everything. And I feel like that's what's so frustrating about the identity search side of things that this story is getting into, is that when you go on that identity search, you can look at all these other people in your life and use them as frames of reference for parts of your own journey, and be like, okay, I'm going to copy a little bit from them, steal a little bit of what they've kind of been working on, or I'm going to absorb a little bit from them, and you end up realizing, whoa, there's a lot to go into here, and not all of it applies to me, and okay, now I've got maybe 20 different things I could use, but I don't know what to choose. I'm back at the same problem again. Fuck.
Well, and if you can, when thinking about the idea of something being fulfilled or whatever, if you think about that and you're like, okay, there's a specific thing that if I do this, I will be fulfilled, right? Writing a single book. Okay, cool. Go and do that thing. Here's the deal. Really think hard about whether it or not it's doing that thing will make me feel fulfilled as a person, and at that point I can be done, or whether it's that is a stepping stone in a direction that doesn't actually have an end point, because if you do that, you're never going to be fulfilled, right? And so at that point, just, maybe best thing you can do is practice that contentment along the way, and write that book, or do that thing, try and do the specific concrete in time and space deal that has you excited or whatever. But at the end of the day, you still gotta accept what you got right now, because at some point the thing that is in the future will be the now or the past, and then you have to be like, all right, I'm fulfilled. Good luck, Asa.
That being present part is like, if you figured that one out, let me know.
Because that is the people spend their entire lives working on it. Well,
that's
in
depressing.
The best of cases.
That's depressing to me.
No, because it's a progressive improvement.
Right. No, I know, and that's depressing to me.
Gotcha.
Like in my life experience, that's been one of the things that I feel like has been the most hardest for me to accept, and that's why I feel like I've gravitated so much towards contentment, is that I feel like you go towards a thing that's unattainable not to attain it, but to practice basically the mindset, not in some sort of illusion kind of thing of pretending as if you have it, but basically in that, I know I will not have it, but I will actively practice it, because practicing it actually makes it easy to turn on when I need it.
Well,
like
mind if I take
yeah, go for it. Yeah.
It's not that I want to have the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's that I want to be the person that gets the thing, right? It's not that I want to have a book that I know that I've written. It's that I want to be the person who wanted to write a book and go did it, right? It's not that I want to be a fencing master. It's that I want to be the person who learned fencing, right? Like, you know, if you just had some magic to, you know, be like, and brah, you have it. Cool, that'd be nice, sure.
And that's
not the actual thing you're going after.
And that's I think the point that I'm getting at here is that I think that this allows you to then basically take past efforts and past work, basically bring it into the present as actual energy and fuel for fulfillment, and then taking the process of going towards things in the future as then kind of meeting the other half of the sandwich there in the middle.
Hence why Macchio wanted to keep the lyrics.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, that's good. But yeah, it is very hard to communicate that in a way that is applicable. But I would say it is very easy to communicate this journey that you're on with regards to self-discovery in a way that is relatable. And it is a way that which it can evoke feeling, and honestly, it can be used in a narrative. That's why we're here.
And that's where I loved the whole deal of Asa being so frustrated with the therapist, because and that is how good therapists do it, even though that's not necessarily how you would think that they would do it, because you'd be like, no, you're the expert, I go to you and then you fix my problems. And it's like, well, no. They give you that space, that awkward silence where you're like, well, something needs to be said. You know, I'm just going to sit in a room with this person as they just wait listening for an hour or whatever.
Yeah, nobody's going to tell you who to be.
So
nobody's going to tell you
yeah.
what to do and what you like and everything. It
So
was so wild when Asa said that just so frankly and upfront to Emery, because it's literally the thing that her mom kind of accidentally trained her to do. And so Asa doesn't even realize it.
Sure.
And just ends up parroting it in such a way that had me just going, oh, no.
Hey, you're young, you're figuring it out. But yeah. What comes to mind when you're in that room with the counselor?
Yep.
What are those things where you're like, I don't want to talk about that, or it'd be pointless to talk about that, or whatever? Because, you know, start from somewhere. But it's all your choice.
Oh,
Therapy
it's
is
fun.
very helpful.
It's fun. I loved the direction of also showing the people speaking a different language around her, in that it's something that she does not understand at all, and that frustration bubbles up, and then she ends up going into the fictional land of coincidentally similar imagery of, you know, Macchio's, you know, novels and stuff. But oh man, if this is something where the show is pivoting towards a journey of self-discovery
and like growing up and all that,
I just love that so much, because this is a very good opportunity for Emery and Asa to become like much deeper friends, much closer. And
we're here for it.
Here for that.
Yeah, we've been on board with this show since, well, the first episode started, basically. Like it got its hooks in us very deep.
Yeah.
So take us wherever you will.
Yeah, and if you're journaling at this point, Asa is making musical lyrics. Oh, that's a great place to start. That's a great place to start. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.